What's up, you guys? I'm Jasper, and this is JJ Vids. Welcome back to the channel. So, we're having another issue with the Lexus again. We got another flat tire for the second day in a row. So, we're going to be going back out to the tire shop, getting a new tire for this car, and I'm going to be taking you guys along with me today, so stay tuned. So just to check it out, we can clearly see that we definitely ran over another nail. Yeah, that really stinks, man. Second day in a row. So, like I said, we're going to be going over to the tire shop right now. We're going to see if we can either get this tire fixed, and if we can't get this tire fixed, I just so happen to have a spare Falcon Azenas right here that we can replace it with if all goes south. But I honestly think that we're not going to be able to repair this thing, because if you guys look, there's a little ring that's going around on this tire, and I was on the freeway today and some guy was waving me down, telling me that I had a flat tire. So I pulled over and I was pretty much running on flat. It wasn't fully flat, but it was really close. So I went to the gas station and got some air in it, which is why it's not completely flat right now, but there is that little ring going on around the tire, which is a little concerning. So we're going to see what happens. But before we head over to the tire shop, we definitely need to put some more air in this tire, because I'm not going to be throwing my full-size spare on right now. It's a little bit too much work. This tire still is drivable, but it does have a pretty aggressive leak going on. So we're going to be putting some air in the tire right now. Hopefully that'll be enough to make it over to the tire shop. So now we're going to head on out. So we're over here at Just Tire, and we're going to go ahead and get this tire replaced or repaired. I really hope to get this tire repaired, but I really think the odds are laying on getting it replaced. But you know, we're about to find out right now. What's up, man? But I'm just doing a video right now, so guess what? I got another nail in my other tire. Shit. Yeah, in two days in a row. So I'm over here right now. Hopefully we can get the tire repaired, but it's really looking like it's going to have to be replaced. But I already have a spare tire in the car that you guys can just swap it out with. So it's not going to.
Do you got two of them the other day or what?
So I got two brand new tires. My two front tires are brand new. Give you guys a closer look of what that nail looks like. It's pretty in there, so yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens, but it's probably gonna have to be.
Just in here?
Yeah, it's in there. It's deep in there. All right, for sure. Late. You think it's fixable?
Yeah, it's fixable. The tire though is worn out, man.
Oh, like the wear? Cool little view of the BC Racing coilovers. They're even Lexus BC Racing coilovers.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
better if we put this one in the car and keep that one as a spare.
You think?
Wanna do that?
Yeah, if you think that's better.
Yeah,
I like it, man. Are they the same?
About around the same, yeah.
Yeah. They all wear just as fast.
He's gonna fix that one just.
Is that a nail there too?
Yeah, but it didn't go. I don't think it went through.
You gotta be kidding me, man.
Where do you pick up all these nails?
I know. Well, these things are like glue, so the nails just magnetize to them.
Yeah, do you have magnets in the
Yeah, exactly.
So fix this one?
To be real with you, you know, I probably put like 40,000 miles a year on this car, so the fact that I've gone, you know, a year or two without any nails, not that bad.
Tires no good?
Yeah, I guess so.
I think it's still okay. I mean, it can fix.
Oh yeah, we can fix that.
Yeah. Cheers. See, that's what I like to hear. These guys get it done.
2 trailer tires. You just pull forward.
There we go. Very nice. There it is right there. All repaired up. All right, so we got the Lexus rolled back out and we were able to repair both of the tires. And I say both of them because not only this tire that had the big nail in it was able to be patched and repaired, but this spare tire I had in here, door's locked right now, but spare tire I had in there also had 2 nails in it. They were able to pull both of them out and repair it. So huge shout out to Just Tire Simi Valley. They really helped me out today and took care of me. Now I'm going to move on to the next thing. All right, you guys, so we swapped out the Lexus and we grabbed the Tacoma, and we're up here at the off-roading spot. But the main reason why I grabbed the Tacoma again today is because I want to go into a little bit more detail about the TRD exhaust that we installed on this Tacoma. Because on the previous video that I made, I just went into a little detail about the TRD exhaust, but didn't really go into the way it actually sounds when the truck's just idling or underneath the load. So this is what we're going to do right now. But before we do that, I'm just going to go over with you guys that this exhaust that we have on this truck is a factory Toyota catback TRD exhaust. It's from Toyota, bought it from the Toyota dealership, and this exhaust basically hooks onto the back of the factory catalytic converters that are on this truck right here and makes for the rest of the exhaust and pops out right here at the end. But let's take a closer look at this exhaust. And as you can see, we have this really nice TRD tip here, really nice chrome finish. And if we look underneath the wheel well right here, we can see the piping for the exhaust go up and over the frame right here, back down, and as you can see the muffler right down there. But with that being said, now we're going to listen to this exhaust and see how it sounds, at least at a standstill. So let's see what's up. Yeah, so I think the exhaust sounds really good. You know, it has a nice deep grumble to it, has a little bit of pops if you listen closely, but it gives the truck a lot more deep of a sound, and honestly, it makes this truck sound the way it's supposed to sound from the factory, in my opinion at least. But that's the sound of the exhaust from a standstill. Now we're going to hear the exhaust actually going up into the mountains and obviously underneath the load. So let's see how it sounds. All right, so let's take this thing out on an off-road drive. We're going to be doing this in 2-wheel drive right now to see, you know, how it works, but we're going to try doing this. It's pretty steep, so. All right, there we go. We're doing pretty good. So we're just going to keep on going this way, and we're just going to hit this trail all the way up and see what happens. But it recently rained on this trail, and it seems like a lot of people took advantage of that, and this trail is a lot more dicey than it was the first time I hit it. So we're still in 2-wheel drive. We're just taking it nice and slow. Ooh. Come on, we could do it. We got this. This is 2-wheel drive Tacoma time. So just made it down the trailhead. We're going to try going up this guy right here. It's a lot bigger than it seems through the camera, so we're going to put this thing in a 4-wheel drive. Got to put it in the park first, then we flip that into 4 high. You'll hear the click. We'll have the notification in the gauge cluster telling us 4-wheel drive is activated. We switch it into drive, and then that little icon becomes solid, and that tells us we're in 4-wheel drive. So let's see what happens right here. That was easy. That was light. All right. Yeah, so one thing I have to say about this truck going off-road with it, I mean, this exhaust sounds fantastic, and I really think the exhaust sounds better when the truck is under a load rather than the truck just being at a full stop. This way. Oh. I think this is going to be a 4-wheel drive type of thing right here. Wow. It just pulls us up the hill. It's so good. No traction loss, anything. And this is steep too. This is not a shallow slope by any means. Wow, that's incredible. One thing I have to say, you know, we're going down a very steep grade right now. Before this truck went into the shop for its service, this thing had pretty old brakes on it. And the last time we went off-roading, the brakes were very sensitive in terms of when they'll grab and when they'll lock when going down a hill, just like this. But now that we're doing this with the new brakes, it feels so much more stable. I mean, going down this hill right now, I can go down this with a lot more assurance than I had before, and I have to say that's definitely the new brakes playing their part. Obviously, you guys could tell that the exhaust sounds great when it's underneath a load, and it even sounds good when it's at a standstill. I mean, no matter what RPMs you're at, this exhaust sounds nice. It's not intruding, it's not raspy, it's just, it's subtle, but it's still present. So now we're going to take this thing back down onto the road. We're going to go on to the highway, and we're going to see how this thing sounds, you know, when pulling onto the highway in terms of the exhaust. These brakes are so good, so precise. And there we go. That's the Tacoma. All right, so hopping onto the freeway, we're going to see how this truck sounds underneath the load, actually getting up to speed. That was nice. It sounds nice and acoustic. I've said acoustic a lot this video, but really that's the best way to describe this exhaust, because it's deep, but it's not too loud, and it's not raspy. It has a nice tone to it. So I think the best word to describe this exhaust would be acoustic, and it's just a great pair to the overall truck. So that's going to wrap up today's video, because we were able to resolve the tire issue on the Lexus again, and we were able to go into detail about the TRD exhaust we installed on the Tacoma. So if you guys enjoyed this content, please be sure to give me a like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell to never miss out on a future video, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.